You know, and therefore it looks like she hit a queen. You know, I mean, she would have bet with a set on the flop.
I think he's going to get it right, Phil, because he's gotten everything right.
He really has. Yep.
We raise all in.
I don't think I can pass. Give me a couple of seconds to think about it.
Well, she actually has kind of an easy laydown. Wow. What is she thinking?
Well
I have 2 pairs, but like, there's not much.
I can't.
Wow.
So there you go.
Well, I think she could have passed there.
Wow. I folded a queen.
Kind of surprised she called.
No
I mean, he bet out
Folded
big,
a
she
queen,
raised big, and he moved all in.
That's bad
What is she
news.
hoping that he could have? I mean, king, queen? He's not going to make that move
It's
with
not
king,
good for
queen.
Phil, is it?
Who are you rooting for?
Wow. I mean, this is
Have
really
fun.
sick.
See you later.
Congratulations.
See you tomorrow.
All right, I'm out. I've been
What
eliminated.
am I going to do?
Nothing.
Because she had to misplay the hand, and only because of that, I'm eliminated from the Premier League.
Thanks, buddy.
Sick.
To be honest, I don't think I was ever Phil's favourite player, but yeah, he must be cross with me today because he needed Roland to be the next out to still be in. But you know, what can I do? I've got to play for my own results. I can't be worrying about Phil Hellmuth.
So, Jesse, relegated is not a word we use in the U.S. very often, but I know what it feels like to be relegated from last year, and now I know what it's like to be relegated by 1 single point.
Call.
Ouch!
And you're gonna think back to that heads-up match against JC Tran, aren't you? I mean, you had him. You had him by the.
Yeah, I mean, I made a great call against JC Tran. I felt like I deserved to win that match.
So bad. You didn't do it.
You know, and they gave me ace-king suited, and that alone would have put me in the finals.
Check. Check. 6,000.
And let's see, the nod's out. Let's see what Roland does. He has a flush draw. He has no pressure anymore. He's going to ship it.
Buddy.
Yeah.
And JC's going to have to fold this hand.
Take it.
Pass.
Yeah. JC really can't even study
You can go all in.
because
That's
he
coming back to
can't,
anything.
you know, Roland hasn't made a move, and someone finally just ships it all in on you, and you have second pair a lot of
If I paid
times.
1-1-1 to me.
It's a real tough spot to be in.
And DeWolf can go for the win now. He can go for the win.
Self-busting
He's got
himself.
nothing but air in his shoes.
I can't wait to tell the Walrus that's that one. Sub.
Pass.
Sub had to make sure that he didn't knock anyone else out.
Call.
Knocked out Devil Fish.
Roland's not going to stop with that either. I mean, poor Ninette. He's
I'll
got
tell you-
all the chips and they're still making fun of him.
Check. Check.
Well, one thing about this group, they're all good at sticking the needle in,
Oh,
as
boy.
I've discovered. Wow.
Strong, isn't it?
Pass.
And I'm good at it too, so I can't complain.
Raise.
Look at this. Look at this,
13,000
Phil.
people.
Now, there you go.
9-4. Check raise. It's not a
Right.
huge pop, but it's big enough, isn't it?
So here we go. JC Tran has made a bet with absolute air, and the Nod Medic somehow has a read on him, has made a raise with absolute air. The action's back to JC, and JC is probably going to have to
Pass.
fold.
How do you
Now-
make that read?
He was able to make the re-raise against Eastgate, but against the Nod, it's not quite as easy.
Show you one.
I'll show you one. That was very clever.
He showed them both. He showed them both
Yeah,
one
later.
time.
He did show them both. If he showed him 9-4, if he really did show them both,
He
that
did.
was a mistake. Because JC Tran is really, really good at reading people, and you don't want to give him that free, this is what I look like when I'm weak. You don't want to do that.
Like, really, what do you do in my spot? Though? He raises ace king. You guys are both behind. I have to call, right?
No, you don't.
Can't just fold all day.
I mean, it's a...
Fold it or move it.
re-raise.
Pass.
Why? I don't want to play him.
Pass.
Like, if I re-raise,
No,
like,
but there's,
I was hoping that them
there's
two would-
zero chance these two are gonna be
What
in
is
for
it gonna
10,000.
do? Like, he's got king. I don't know. Like, or she's got. I don't know. I don't know.
Raise
a
8,000
weird spot.
more.
Not really, you're just supposed to re-raise. Folding is the other option.
What, re-raise, then he goes all in and I fold.
No, you just re-raise all in. You add to your stack. Have you seen any heads-up matches around here?
Check.
Peter's raised us out of the big blind and Tran's called from the small.
Like a needle fish, fillet in the box. What you got there?
Roland's telling Nanad what he should have done now with the ace king. And I guess Peter's somewhere between
Got some time off now, Philly.
betting this flop and
Check.
taking the free card. Yeah, he's just checked the flop.
Yep,
And-
he just checked himself
Check.
into a loser is what happened. And Tran checked again, and now Eastgate's gonna. Now I bet Tran calls him.
Well, now JC's down to about
5,000.
45,000 here, Phil. So JC is close to making a decision for all his chips, I think. I don't know how much. Yeah, Eastgate's moved him in.
45.
You have to
Eastgate has
understand,
moved him in.
this is not an easy call for most of the world. Okay, I mean,
Why'd you check the flop?
but I think Tran's going to think it through, and he's going to say, all right, what's going on? And Tran's going to think to himself, is it possible? Eventually, he's going to reach the conclusion that either Eastgate has Queen 10, King 10,
Check the flop.
or nothing. I mean, it's just a weird bet for him to move all in. It doesn't make any sense. The bet doesn't make sense. If he has a jack, he wouldn't have bet that much.
Phil,
And I like the way JC's very logical. He's like, all right, if he had ace queen, he would have probably bet the flop. That's true.
Pass.
he's laid it down.
Wow.
Do I have a drink coming?
He said many times, Phil, that he'd rather make a bad pass than a bad call. And I mean, how bad does this guy want it? He's not even willing to do anything marginal for his last 45,000.
I think it was a pretty strong hand.
How many points do you have, Rowan? If you were to bust now?
22.
Huh?
22.
22? And what does she have?
The only thing that made
has 22
it
as well?
look like a bluff to me was the size of the bet.
So if I
And
win,
yet,
I'll have 21.
Peter
It's
found
easy,
it's
and
finding
why not?
ways to stay in this, isn't he?
Absolutely.
His
But yeah, Peter's not under pressure. He's at 186,000.
Total.
I came to play. Let's make no mistake about it.
Here comes Roland, and here comes JC. Mount up.
We raise all in.
oh my!
All
42
in,
was the
all
count.
in. Now Eastgate is going to ask for a count.
Well, how strong is the ace jack against this raise and re-raise?
Well, he only has 42,000, JC. So,
Call.
yeah. I'm not surprised to see him call.
Everybody, let's go.
Be fun.
Pass.
I thought you came to play.
I did.
And then?
I played.
Well, I think DeWolf's thinking, okay, Tran's going to go out, but but DeWolf should be thinking a couple of
This is
things.
a spot,
One,
huh?
if I do get lucky and catch a flop, I could easily end up with a lot of chips. Two, if I fold JC, is probably going to go out.
For me, I mean the first bet.
He would have folded this hand in any other heat right away, but he studied.
2 total, so it's 30 more to match the bet.
Of course, if he could see Tran's hand, he would fold,
Right.
but he can't.
Fold.
Pass.
And I thought he might fold, but I like the fact that he studied.
Okay. That's what I like to see. Me too.
I could have got it in really bad shape if I tried.
Slight difference, however, is that if Roland does make it to third, he is all of a sudden playing a net rather than Tony G.
Yeah.
So Eastgate's about a 6-4 favorite here.
Queen J. Classic.
And interestingly enough, Phil, if Tran goes out, this will be his worst result in all 6 matches in the Premier League. He's never yet got worse than second.
Yeah, again, I predicted. I
Whatever
think he's
won,
just a little
sure.
tired. I mean, I know what it's like to get there
Sure,
every
first
day.
man.
It just takes a lot out of you.
All right, boys. Get him.
3 points for JC, Phil. That is going to leave him at
The fourth player to bust
45.
today.
He's going to have $450,000 and be chip leader at the final table.
What?
Good series, man.
And for
40
Peter Eastgate,
45
a
points
chance
is
to
gonna
win
be a long
this,
time before they
he
do
could
that.
actually
Look at him, kid.
be
Look at that
within
money.
60,000 of JC Tran.
I don't know what to do. I haven't busted out this early in a while.
Nanad out of the league, but there's pride and money here. One thing that's going to change is DeWolf's bet frequency. He's going to get his groove on.
I try to get aggressive here and there, but I had a pretty bad start, lost some chips, and then didn't have like a big stack to be like super aggressive, and I really didn't feel like I played well today, so.
Well, the final three, Phil,
23.
blinds up to
Huh?
3 and
I'm at
6,000.
Yeah, but
It's actually
Ricky is
quite
number
early to
22,
get here.
and I would have
And
a
when you
win
talk about who's
too.
playing for the most, I guess it's really Roland who has the most to win.
Yeah, Roland definitely has the most to win. Nanad has